How are you guys doing today? All right, so I know that I'm a little early. Normally I go live at 6:30, but your girl is tired. So I wanted to come on. I wanted to make sure that I came on to deliver a couple of updates, a couple of announcements, shout outs, some fun stuff, and then I'm gonna head home. Okay. So I first want to give a special shout out to everybody that attended the free 2 day webinar. We had a little over 100 people each night. You guys were great. Thank y'all so much for spending your Saturday and Sunday evening with us. And I hope that you guys got some value out of it. And for those of you guys who could not join us live but signed up, I hope that you guys are enjoying the replay. Tomorrow is the last day to enroll in SAP, you guys, for the discount that's available. So take advantage of it while you can. But I really want to talk to you guys about something specific today. Hi, thank you guys for coming in. I see a bunch of y'all saying hey. I want to talk to y'all about something specific today, but before I do, the other shout out that I wanted to give is to Six Figure Spot Chick, because as much as some of you guys tell me that I inspire you, sometimes she is my inspiration, and she said some things that I needed to hear that I want to pass along to y'all. It's a new month, y'all. Happy August. It is my birthday month. I'm going to be doing some really special things this month for you guys. So be on the lookout. Hopefully, you guys have signed up for our newsletter. Of course, we're going to be posting some special things on social. And as much as I have been talking about it, I am finally going to reveal one of my two new businesses this month. I've been working on it for a minute, so I'm finally going to tell you guys what that is. So please be on the lookout. I will be announcing it during one of the Wine and Wellness Wednesdays. Now, the other thing is, I'm sure that at this point y'all noticed I don't have any wine and I didn't start with any music. That's because I want to come to you guys straight, no chaser today. There's something that I really want to talk to you guys about. And like I said, I'm inspired by Six Figure Spot Chick, because my question for you guys today is, are you really in it to win? So if you were on my live, you saw that I had an issue that I wanted to bring up to you guys. At the end of the day, what is it that you really want in your business? Why are you here? Why are you watching me? Why are you, serving clients? What is it that you really want? Because you're either going to go big or go home at the end of the day. What you put into your business is what you will get out of your business. And one of the things that she mentioned in her live on Monday that I'm kind of feeding off of now is, this is expansion season. This is a period where you're either going to be making money, growing your business, or you're not. On the live, one of the things that I said, and I meant this, you guys, why are y'all not seizing the opportunity? See, I spent 4 hours of my time teaching y'all, answering questions, whatever people needed. I answered them as best as I could. I did a little over 2 hours on Saturday, and I did a little over right at 2 hours on Sunday. And what bothered me, and what I'm trying to talk to you guys about today, if you had the opportunity, and by no means am I comparing myself to like Oprah or crazy, successful entrepreneurs, but if you had the opportunity to sit in front of somebody like Oprah, right? And this woman has billions of dollars, right? And I really would love for women to achieve results without life-threatening surgeries. That's your purpose. Thank you for giving that. But if you had the opportunity right now to sit in front of Oprah and ask her any questions, right? A billionaire, what would you ask her? See, what I figured out over the weekend is half of you guys wouldn't ask anything. You would sit there starstruck, you wouldn't ask anything, or you would let other people ask questions and then you would just kind of listen to them. So the reason that I asked you today, are you really in it to win? There's 3 things that I want to give to you guys today that has really been on my heart. At the end of the day, if you are really trying to grow your business beyond where it already is, one thing that you guys need to do is seize the opportunity or create the opportunity for yourself. You have to stop sitting back and waiting for a miracle, because that's not the way God works. Like, if you put it out there and you make it clear, God can make some things happen for you, but faith without works is dead. If you want your business to grow, you gotta water it. You gotta do the things that you need to do. So when you have somebody like me or anybody, like my thing is, I feel like a lot of you guys are watching me because I'm successful in the industry, right? And you actually want to learn the techniques that work. You want to learn the tips that help your business. Well, if I'm sitting in front of you on a Saturday or Sunday night and I'm saying, what questions do you guys have? And it's silent, that's a problem. See, you don't have to give me the opportunity to ask Oprah a question. All you got to do is put me in a room with her. I'm going to ask the questions. Now, am I going to get the answers? I don't know. But I'm going to at least try to ask the questions. That is how, if you guys saw on the live, that's how I got in the room with Lisa Price from Carol's Daughter. She was doing a public display somewhere. I walked up to her, took my product to her, said, this is my product. I would love for you to smell it, try it, do you mentor? See, I don't wait for people to give me an opportunity. I create my own. And if somebody does give me an opportunity, you best believe I'm going to seize it. Okay? You don't have to say, oh, does anybody have questions? Why are you guys not asking anything? If it's somebody that I admire or someone who inspires me or has information on things that I need to know, I'm going to ask the question. You ain't got to ask me twice. And so one of the things that I notice is there's so many people out here who want to be successful, but we're not asking the questions. So the question that I asked to you, and this is what I asked on the live, if you are watching me, right, somebody that has made 7 figures in the sculpting industry, I have learned, right? I'm not perfect. I can't just be like, oh, this is the only way to do it, right? That's not true. There might be other ways, but I've done it. Why wouldn't you ask me, what did you do? How much did you make the first year? Any tips that you would give somebody that's new in the industry? Do you mentor? What would you say about equipment? I literally had 100 people each night. I think 5 people were asking most of the questions while everybody else is sitting back. So tip number 1 that I'm going to give anybody that truly is trying to be in it to win it is stop sitting back and waiting on other people to ask the question for you because you feel like, maybe I'm gonna sound dumb or maybe, no, ask the question. Ask the questions to get the information that you need. And see, the worst thing that somebody could ever say is no, or I'm sorry, I can't answer that, right? Okay, at least I tried. But for those of you guys that are not trying, how do you expect your business to continue growing if you're not planting the seeds and doing the things that you need to do to expand it? That's the first thing I wanted to say. So the second is just always have questions. Always have questions. Even if you don't have a question, make up a question. Be ready when you have the opportunity. You may not know who I might be in the room tomorrow with, I don't know, Tyler Perry. I'm not trying to get into filmmaking, right? But I'm gonna have a question for him. Hey, if you were restarting your business today, what would you have done different? I don't know, something. I'm gonna engage, right? Because like I said in the very beginning of this, what you put into your business is what you're gonna get out. And those of you guys who sit back and take no action, guess what? Your business won't grow from that. So you guys gotta move forward. You gotta start taking actions. Ask questions. Seek out people who know more than you. Seek out people who have done the things that you want to do. They may not always be able to mentor you, but you can absolutely start. I'm about to answer that question in a second, and I love that y'all are asking the questions right now. But seek out people who know more than you, who have done more than you, who have made more than you. People that might not even be in your industry. I have someone in my network that owns 4 Starbucks. You don't think I'm gonna ask him questions? I want to know. Please explain to me how you got into the franchise industry. What would you have done differently? Do you like franchising, or would you rather go out on your own? I'm gonna ask all the questions that I can. Okay. And then the last one that I have for you guys, and then I'm gonna answer this question. And this one is extremely important, you guys. Be brave enough to walk into a room or a situation that you've never been in before. Because see, to get where you've never been, you got to do things that you have never done. I wasn't an entrepreneur. I didn't get an MBA. I didn't go to school to do this. I went to school for engineering. I was a nerd. I was learning how to build bridges. That had nothing to do with beauty. But when I decided that I was going to be in beauty, guess what? I went to learn how to do it. I went to practice. I went to try things out. I went to learn how to be an entrepreneur. What do I need to know about QuickBooks? What do I need to do to put my legal structure together? I seek out people who know more than me in places where I need it, and it's free. Y'all, I tell you all the time, you can go to score.org, put in retail business, spa business. I guarantee you there is a retired executive who has some kind of experience in that. Okay? The Small Business Development Center, free. The Office of Business Opportunity, free. There are all kinds of resources where you can find people who know things that you don't know that you can tap into. But if you don't ask for them, you're not ever going to receive it, right? So then one question that I'm going to answer that we got from the audience, and then I will continue going. But I really and truly just want you guys to continue asking yourself, are you really in it to win? And let me say this, when I say I'm in it to win, yes, I want to make more money, right? Who doesn't? But it's not just about money. What is your purpose? We just had somebody that gave me her purpose, right? At the end of the day, why are you doing what you're doing? Let me also say this, if you are only doing what you're doing for money, you might make some money, but then you look back and you're not fulfilled. So if you're only doing it for money, it's not going to last, it's not going to be sustainable, and it's not going to fulfill you. But if you have a purpose outside of just making money, you will be fulfilled once you start to meet those goals. So how do you get started in the spa industry if you have little to no start money? Okay, couple different things that I would say you can do. Retail businesses do not cost a lot to get started with, okay? And honestly, I would say read my book. It's $15 online. I literally give you the resources to start a retail industry business, because you can get somebody who already has products. You can order, and I've done this, I do it often. I might order a $5 sample and say, let me try out this cream formulation, this product formulation, and see if I like that base product, and I might private label it. Or I'm gonna buy probably $25 worth of ingredients, start mixing stuff myself. I might go to the dollar store and get $1 jars, fill them, make sure I'm doing what I need to do, and start selling products. So you can go to somebody who already has base products and private label them, or you can create your own. It's very inexpensive to start a product business. That's one way. The second thing with services, I can tell you that it costs a little bit more than it would just to sell products, simply because yes, you could go out there on Amazon and buy a $200 machine, start offering a service, and get a couple clients. That is not a sustainable model. Okay, yeah, I only spent $200 for this and I'm getting started. Yeah, you're gonna make maybe 1,000, and then eventually your client's gonna be like, you don't know what you're doing, I'm not getting good results, I'm not coming back, whatever. So I say it costs a little bit more to start a service-based business, because you do need to start off with at least a $300 class. Like, we literally offer classes that are $299. Not all of them, but we have simple classes, $299 that you can start with. Buy, maybe $300. I'm thinking about EMS, right? If I'm just doing an EMS business to start with, class for EMS is $299 on our website, and a machine is $300. $600 to offer one service, right? So there's a lot of ways to start a business in the spa industry without spending a lot of money. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out what it is that you're trying to offer. Once again, I'm asking you, are you really in it to win? Like, what is it that you want to do? You want to create a product that makes people's skin feel better, that solves a problem for them. Then you're going to develop a product and start putting it out there. Or is it that you want to create a service or give someone a service that makes them feel better about themselves? How can you start off by, just getting a smaller piece of equipment that's not going to cost an extreme amount of money, and take a class so that you understand what your protocol should be to give them the best results? That, to me, it's one or the other. You're either going to start off with products, or you're going to start off with services. Either of them can be done at a low cost, right? Now, On the other hand, if I'm one of those, and I'm one of those that's like, I don't want to just offer one service. So I either save up for it or use credit. If you use PayPal credit, you can take a class and then you have 6 months to pay that back. So in 6 months, I'm gonna make more than $2,000, right? I'm gonna make, like, if I take a class, if you guys took a 3 cert boot camp that's 1997, I'm gonna make more than $2,000 in 6 months. Or why am I doing this, right? So I can use credit. There's a lot of different ways. So she said, I'm in it to win. I want to create a skincare product and also have all my equipment. Start with one thing at a time. If you have a smaller budget, you kind of have to pick which way you want to start. You don't have to do both if you have a smaller budget, okay? But at the end of the day, I really want you guys to start thinking about your purpose. Why are you doing what you are doing? And what can you be doing differently to get you to the next level? I always go back to where you put your energy is where your business is going to grow, or where you put your efforts is where it's going to go. If you spending more time on social media than you are actually servicing your clients or marketing your business, like I'm scrolling through wasting time, that's not going to help my business, okay? And I'm constantly trying to be in rooms, like I said, with people who know more than me, who do more than me. You guys, I have not announced it yet, but I actually just won 2 national business awards. They're going to be publicized in the next week, so I'm not going to say what they are yet. I'm waiting on those publications to release it. But I didn't win those things because I, applied for it, or because I'm like, oh, I need to be seen. I won those because somebody else saw great customer service in me. They saw great educational skills. They saw something else and they nominated me. You don't have to be out there trying to shout from the rooftops. If you're out there actually doing the job, somebody will recognize it. And if you feel like you need help, with brand awareness, there's a lot of people out there that can help you do that. But once again, you guys have to seek out the resources to help you get to the next place. If you're not seeking out those resources, how are you ever going to get to the next level? Because see, I can guess all day what I think my customer wants or where I think my customer might be. But how about I go to somebody who knows how to actually do the research, right? I'm in it to inspire, encourage, and uplift men and women through beauty. I know you have valuable tools. Thank you so much. And then I did mention this to you guys, but the SAP program, for those of you guys that have been asking, you have until tomorrow to enroll in the SAP program at the discounted rate. After that, it goes back up to $55.99. That's the retail value of it, and that's what it goes back up to. So if you want to get in for that $1,000 discount, you have until tomorrow, okay? But like I said, I listened to Candace when she talked about the fact that we are in an expansion season, and you can't just show up. Like she always invites people, come here, come there. You can't just show up at a place because you want to stay in a 5-star resort, right? You need to be showing up there because you're looking for an opportunity to meet somebody else who has the skills, the network, the knowledge, the whatever that you don't have, so that you can expand, right? You can't just show up somewhere and, oh, hi, I'm showing up here with a purpose. I'm trying to understand who people are. I'm trying to meet others so that I can enhance my skills. How can we help each other, right? I own a spa, you're a personal trainer. How can we work with each other? How can I send my clients to you? How can you send your clients to me? I do that all the time. How can we create win-win scenarios for each other? Because guess what? You have your client base, somebody else has a different one. If y'all merge them, y'all's base is just doubled, okay? So the 3 tips that I had really quickly, like I said, when you're really in it to win, the first one is to seize the opportunity or create the opportunity for yourself. Stop sitting back waiting on someone else to do it for you, okay? So that's the first one. The second one is always have questions. I don't care who it is. Like I said, I'm always gonna have a question. Like I said, I use the example for those of you guys that came in late of Tyler Perry. I might not be trying to create a production or a filming company, but I can absolutely learn something from him and his journey. So if I'm in a room with Tyler Perry, you best believe I have questions. I actually just finished watching the master class with Usher, and he talked about performance, right? But I got things out of that when it came to sales. There's always something that you can learn from somebody else who has the things that you aspire to have. Maybe they have a crowd that you're like, how did you really build this audience? There's always something that you can get out of that room, but you gotta be ready to ask questions, okay? And have the top three. If I could meet anybody in the world who has $1 million or more, here are the three questions I would ask them. You don't even have to think. If I'm in a room with Usher, Tyler Perry, Oprah, Michelle, I can at least have those three questions that I don't have to think about each time I walk into a room. You know what I'm saying? What are your top three questions that you would have for a successful person? Okay? And then the last one that I had, and this one is so important, you guys, you gotta be brave enough to walk into a room or a situation that you have never been in before. You have to do things that you have never done before to get things that you've never had. Okay? I was raised by a single parent who made $20,000 a year. Okay? So I didn't grow up having hundreds of thousands of dollars available to me. So guess what? I had to do things I had never done to get to a place that I had never been to before. And so many of you guys are so scared and overwhelmed by, what if I fail? So what? If I ask Tyler Perry a question and he's like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't answer that. At least I tried, right? You guys are so scared that you're not even trying. And that's a problem. How are you gonna get to the next level if you don't even try? Okay, so that's what I have for you guys tonight. It was truly on my heart because, like I said, it honestly, and I'm speaking from an honest place, and I said the same thing to them on the live. It disappointed me because I'm like, you have somebody who has made 7 figures in the spa industry in sculpting, right? I'm giving you guys hours of my time for free, yet I ask you if you have questions, and nobody has a question. So at the end of the day, you need to be ready. What do you do after you have already failed? You try again and you try differently, okay? I didn't, the first time I tried to sell my product, it didn't sell. I will tell y'all this, I had a different business name, okay? It was called Crave Radiance. I could not get it trademarked, so I had to change the business name. I had a different package design that I was told was ugly and didn't work. I had to go back to the drawing board to redesign my products. Your girl has failed, okay? Just because it looks like it's super easy right now does not mean it has always been easy. Shit, it ain't easy now. I'm still learning new things. I'm literally starting a whole new business in a new sector that I will be telling you guys about. The shit is hard. I am literally trying to learn a whole new sector. It's still in beauty, but getting product placement, getting things together, it's like I'm starting a whole new business. You're gonna bump your head, you're going to scrape your knee, and you gotta try again. And sometimes you gotta try it a different way, which is why you cannot be afraid of criticism. I was thinking I need to change the business name. That might be it. You can't be afraid of criticism. You cannot be afraid of client feedback. You can't be afraid of mentoring feedback. Because how can I get better? One of my mentors told me, she's like, I'm just going to tell you that your baby is ugly. And I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, this packaging is ugly, Lindsay. And if I put it on a H-E-B or a Walmart shelf, it's not going to sell. And guess what? She had products on a H-E-B and a Walmart shelf. So if somebody who has products and has things where I want them to be, and they're giving me their time and they're telling me that what I have is not going to sell, I'm listening. I am listening, okay? So how do you build clients when you first, how did I build clients when I first started in the body sculpting industry? I'm gonna answer that and then I'm gonna get off today, y'all, so that I can head home. Your girl, like I said, your girl is tired. When I first started in the industry, I actually worked for a med spa. because I was trying to hone in on my own skills. Because, see, if you're not confident in what you're doing, clients sense it and they're not coming back. So, first, I actually worked for someone else. A lot of people don't want to do that, and that's okay if that's not what you want to do. But for me, I needed to build confidence and make sure that I had the skills. So, I worked for someone else. That was what I did first. And made sure that I was confident in what I was doing. And then when I went out on my own, I couldn't take those clients with me. So I did use social media, but we talking about I was building my clientele in 2014, 15. I used word of mouth. I had family and friends helping me. I was posting on social media as well. You know, I did use social media. I also had flyers that I was passing out. But the biggest thing that I did really to get my business off the ground, y'all, I networked. If there was a vendor event, I was out there selling my products. Cause see, I started off selling the products, and then when I was creating different ways to say, here's how you use the products, I started doing my own services. At first, I was working for somebody else and selling the products. I'm out there at vending events. Like I'm telling you, if there was a neighborhood, vending event at a school, I was there. If there was a farmer's market, I was there. If there was a female only marketplace, I was there. That is how I first started selling my products. And then once people figured out, oh, okay, I like this product, it smells good, it feels good, whatever. Do you also offer facials, or maybe I'm giving them a hand scrub and explaining how it works? Do you offer facials? Absolutely, I do. And I was getting a daily rate, and I tell you guys about this all the time. I'm getting a daily rate at a salon suite. I was not able to pay rent at first, so I would go in, pay $100 for that day, get clients to, try my services out, and then I would incentivize that person to bring somebody else. Oh, like, thank you so much for coming in today. If you bring a friend or send a friend our way, your next service, you get $20 off. So then I had that person bring me some more people. That is how I started building my clientele for both products and services. And it worked very well. That's how I started off. Now I got marketing team, social media, somebody does SEO, all of which I am shaking up right now because I'm like, I don't have enough people coming in the door, right? We have amazing reviews, but I need more. I need more traffic. So if what we're doing ain't working and this marketing strategy isn't working, I gotta shake it up or I gotta move on to the next person, right? And this is now me having a marketing team. Before, I was the marketing team. So you gotta try a couple things, see what works. Maybe you try a Facebook ad and an Instagram ad. One works, the other one doesn't, you drop that one. Maybe you're trying a TikTok ad. Maybe you're trying to add on Spa Finder. I talked about Spa Finder at the webinar. There's all different kinds of ways to get in front of your potential clientele, and you try one thing. If it doesn't work, you try another one. Now, don't switch every week, y'all. It normally takes anywhere from 60 to 90 days to really start seeing a return on investment. So I would say if I did a 30-day ad and I got no traction, no leads, no nothing, I'm probably gonna switch it up. But if I have an ad that's running for 30 days and I get, a couple of, maybe let's say I get 2 leads the first week, 3 leads the next week, 4, then it's building. So I'm not gonna change it up and be like, oh, I only got 6 leads. It was growing every week. So let me give it a little bit more time before I just turn it off, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank y'all so much for your questions. If y'all have any other questions, feel free to put them in the DMs. It might be something I talk about on a live next week. Like I said, the SAP program, you guys have until tomorrow to enroll in that one. We do have internal payment plans as well as Shop Pay and PayPal credit if you need those. And then be on the lookout for some fun announcements coming this month as well as a surprise on my birthday. All right, so y'all have an amazing evening. I will talk to you guys soon, and thank you so much. I appreciate your appreciation. Y'all have a good evening.